Hey scrapbookers, I'm working on virtual crop stuff this weekend. Actually, it's not weekend anymore. So the virtual crop started on Friday, but I have just now had some time to work on it Monday morning. So I'm kind of at crunch time because all the stuff has to be submitted for the challenges and prize opportunities by Tuesday. But you do still have a little bit of time if you weren't able to do things over the weekend. If you need materials for projects, for scrapbooking tools, or you have questions or anything like that, get in touch with me, and you can also order directly from my website. If you're in Northern Utah, I'd love to have you come join us. We host some scrapbook groups and have a crop every month in Kaysville at my house. I also teach other classes, so I'd love to have you join some of that if you'd like to. The virtual crop sketches are available in the virtual crop group on Facebook and also on the Creative Memories blog. So if you want to participate for prizes, you do have to be a member of the virtual crop group on Facebook. But if you just are looking for some ideas and want to see what you might do and get some sketch printouts, you can do that on the blog as well. You don't have to participate officially in the virtual crop to get all this stuff. I'm working on virtual crop sketch number 3. And I'm going to use the Birthday Bonanza collection for this. The sketches give you the approximate dimensions. You can get creative with it if you'd like to. You don't have to follow the sketches directly. And you can use any collection. It does not have to be even a current Creative Memories collection. But I decided I wanted to do, oh, I lost one of my background pages. Here it is. I decided I wanted to use some of the Fast to Fab pages as my backgrounds. So the Fast to Fab inspired paper packs have usually some borders or kind of other elements that are similar to how you might lay out a scrapbook page. So they give you a little more kind of speed in putting your pages together, a little more decoration versus just a single print across the whole page. I'm going to have these borders on this layout for me be the outside, but you could also use this across the top or bottom or move it to the inside of your page if you'd rather. So these are my background pages. I'm just going to set those aside for now. And I've got the stickers from this collection that I'll use for some decoration. I have 3 different papers I'm going to do some cutting on to get the pieces for these banners and background strips. So the first one is this big 7-inch by 12-inch kind of panel that's going to go down the one side. And I decided I wanted to use this fun multicolored print for that. And I could swing my arm out and measure to 7 inches, but knowing this is 12 inches to begin with, I will just cut off the 5. So this will be our 7-inch piece over here. And if that seems too big for you, for your pages, or just not really how you want to use this, you don't have to make a section that big. But for this layout, the idea is that this basically becomes a photo background for 2 large 6x4 photos. And that will go on the right-hand side of the pages. And then we're going to cut 2 banners. So this is a 12-inch by 5-inch, and then this is the little triangle cut out from that. And we're doing the same thing with both of these. So I picked the one that's kind of the navy tonal print and the green tonal print. And I'm just going to cut both of them the same way. So it's going to be 5 inches wide or tall, however you want to think about it. These 2 don't have a direction, and the other sides kind of do, kind of don't. I mean, this one kind of does. This one definitely does not. So if you want to save a certain section of your paper, you could. And if you wanted to use this paper to go across, that is a 5-inch section already. So if we wanted to just use the back side of this, that bright pink would be cute. But I was trying to bring in some more kind of boy colors and a little less of the pink. Not that boys can't like pink, Why wouldn't they? But I liked the blue and the green. So here's my 5-inch line. I'm gonna cut those two together. I guess I could have cut all 3 of those papers at the same time if I had thought about that to begin with. And then we're gonna cut 2 inches, so about 2 inches wide in those little triangles. And I'm actually even gonna go a little bit smaller just because I've already got this 7-inch thing that's gonna be on the right-hand side. My little triangles are just gonna come out here, but I don't want them to go all the way over into my border. So I might even cut them down smaller. And I'm gonna use this 45-degree guide, if you will. My 45-inch. I'm gonna actually line it up at 3 inches. Nope, I gotta go all the way to the corner. What am I thinking? Okay, so lining up the corner of my paper right at the track where this blade is gonna cut. And then along my 45-degree line here. Trying to decide how wide that's going to be and if that's already going to be too big. Okay, I'm going to back it up just a little bit, and then if I need to cut it smaller I will, or overlap I can. Okay, so instead of cutting right to this edge, or right to the corner, where I would normally do like a little banner cut, I'm actually going to line up my corner at this 1/2 inch mark. And then just try to cut approximately to the middle of the page. I probably didn't cut quite far enough, but I'd rather be a little conservative with that cut before I go way too far. And then I'm going to do the same thing, just flipping over on the other side of my 2 papers, lining up on this 1/2 inch line with the corner of my paper and the edge on 45 degrees. Okay. And then try to get my blade about as far as that cut is. And then I'll just do the extra little bit of cutting because I didn't cut quite far enough the first time with my scissors. Okay. So now we've got this little kind of flag banner thing going on, and you do not have to make your cut as deep as that. I mean, I certainly could have done less than 45 degrees or more. I don't know which it is. This is where we're going to put our papers together. Scooting some stuff out of the way so I can lay these out side by side. We're going to have these little banners across like this. And then kind of looking like they're coming out the other side behind this paper, like that. So I don't want to cover up too much of my border on the side. I think I will just overlap these ones a little bit. And on this side, I'm going to bring it in quite a bit more. So I'm going to cut off, let's call that 1.5 inches. And just line up with the edge of the paper, but cut this 1.5 inches shorter so that I've still got that purple and blue border on the outside edge showing. And on the example, it is more or less centered. Looks like maybe just slightly shifted up, but it would be about 1 inch on the top and about 1 inch on the bottom, with these two meeting right in the middle. I am gonna shift it up just a little bit because I have in mind to put the cute candle border all the way across on both sides. I think I will do that. Or, I mean, this little burst border is very cute too. I mean, the ice cream ones are cute too, but then they'd be going a different direction. I do like that in this pack there is a set of each border sticker design. So we've got 2 of each, and then you can put them all the way across a 2-page layout, or you could do matching borders, maybe on the outside edge of 2 pages. Not all the collections have sets like that, so it might be something you want to look at as you're purchasing your stickers or your border embellishments, because a lot of us like using those in pairs, and if it originally didn't come with a pair, you may want to purchase 2 sets so you have a pair of those borders. Okay, I'm just attaching everything with repositionable adhesive, and I probably should have put these little triangles down first because they gotta go under, but I forgot. Okay, so to make sure they're about the right height, I'm just gonna use these pieces I already attached as my guide, and it doesn't have to be exact because they're not really side by side, but I do want them to be pretty close. Trying to decide if that needs to go a little lower. I think it does, just a tiny bit. And I want to tuck it in a little bit more. Okay. And then with the blue one, I will just line it up right under that. Maybe add some extra adhesive in a sec after I get these tucked. Oh, maybe I don't need it. So that's what my background looks like. This layout doesn't have any photo mats cut for these photos. You could mat any of those photos if you wanted to, and you don't have to use exactly those sizes, but 4x6 photos here, a tall one here, and then some smaller 4x4 squares. And you could do different sizes or a different number. I am going to add my candle stickers all the way across here and just overlap that blue banner a tiny bit. And get the second one going on the other side. This border would also be really cute if you wanted to do some layers, maybe some Border Maker cartridge cutouts. I love the cupcake cutout that came with the anniversary or happy birthday kind of special edition Border Maker system in the past year or so. So that's a really good one to add to birthday layouts as well. So we've got some birthday candles going on here. Maybe we'll find some good birthday words to add. There's lots of places you can put embellishments, just lots of good, like any place where some things meet. Those are good spots for embellishments. Since we've got the small candles as a border, maybe we'll use these big candle stickers. Those are cute. Or this one that says blow out the candles. That would be good here. Just looking at my options. I've used quite a few of these stickers already on some other projects, so I have some already used up. This is a fun collection. I like the birthday ones that have been available the last couple of years. I like the treat yourself sticker. That's cute. I think that's just a fun little pop culture phrase. There's not one that says specifically happy birthday, except for this one, which is, it matches some of the blues here, but it's not the same as this dark blue on this paper. This shouldn't be so hard. Maybe we'll do Eat Cake and Celebrate over here with some birthday candles. That's a good birthday phrase. And then I like to just either use some of the backing from that or the sticker scraps to cover up parts of my stickers that I don't want to stick down if I'm using the foam squares on them like I am here. So that covers up most of the extra sticky. And we'll just kind of make that into, like, cover up that little seam, and I think I'll do the candles right here as well. And just kind of lay them out the same way that they were in the sticker sheet, kind of the three of them all grouped together. Eat Cake and Celebrate, that's fun. I like the little confetti stickers we have with this collection, some stars and hearts in all the different colors, so I've used some of those in my layouts. And this is a great collection for card making, obviously, to do some really fun birthday cards and things. So we've got that. Maybe we'll do a little something over here. I like that we've got the cluster down here, and I think I do want something like that down here. There's a cupcake. Lots of ice cream going on, some birthdays, kind of the almost Instagram kind of camera. Maybe the camera is a good one to put there. Maybe we'll do camera with some balloons. And then we can put the photos around that. You don't have to do this kind of stuff like I'm doing to cover up the sticky on my stickers, but I like to do it when I'm not covering up a big portion of it with the foam squares, just because when you stick your foam squares down, if there's still a sticky spot in the middle or on the side that's really either really large or especially when it's in the middle, it can make your sticker kind of look like it's folded or bowed. And if you want to do that on purpose, you certainly could. But if you're not interested in that look, you might want to prevent that from happening. So that's why I put those things down there. Okay, I'd like to put just another little something there, maybe a word. This little memories word is good. But I don't love the shape right there. Maybe I need to adjust the placement of these stickers. Ooh, and I'm ripping the paper underneath, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually adjust the placement. Should get out my multi-purpose tool for this. I can see if I can move it without ripping it, or at least without ripping it anymore, because I did a little bit already. Ooh, okay. And that's going to be covered up, so it's okay if it got a little dinged up. Okay, so I'm just gonna scoot that up right here. I think I like that a little bit just with how I've placed the balloon sticker. And then maybe memories can hang out. Yeah, that's a little better of a spot for it. Maybe I can tuck this edge here. Yep, that'll look pretty good. It doesn't need to be straight on because those are all little, have a little bit of movement to them. So this is a layout I might add some more to once I have my photos attached, but this is a fun little birthday layout, and this sketch could be used for any other theme as well. So if you're going to post a sketch like this or your layout based on the sketch to the Creative Memories virtual crop group to try to win some prizes, you want to make sure to use the hashtag for the sketch and post your finished layouts by Tuesday. That's the deadline for this week's virtual crop.